she's the biggest global star.
Man, we should have looked.
In women's basketball, just from a pure branding and marketing standpoint, Caitlin's the biggest.
Since stepping into the WNBA, Caitlin Clark has faced an intense level of physicality, with fouls piling up game after game. From aggressive challenges to blatant hard fouls, it's clear that many players are making her a target. But one particularly brutal foul incident caught the attention of an NBA veteran known for his own tough play, Draymond Green, and he reacted strongly to it. In this video, join us as we reveal how Draymond Green responded after violent play against Caitlin Clark went viral. Draymond Green responds after violent play against Caitlin Clark goes viral. Back in June, a viral clip involving WNBA rookie Caitlin Clark and Chicago Sky's Chennedy Carter stirred quite a reaction, especially from Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green. The 4X NBA champion took to social media to share his thoughts on the heated moment, adding his voice to the growing discourse surrounding Clark's early days in the WNBA. Draymond tweeted, "Indiana Fever better go invest in an enforcer," in response to the now infamous scene, igniting conversation about the treatment of Clark, who was then the #1 overall pick in the WNBA draft. Clark had become a household name after a stellar season at the University of Iowa, where she averaged an impressive 31.6 points, 8.9 assists, and 7.4 rebounds per game. Despite the buzz around her transition to the pros, her start in the WNBA had been a bit slow. Still, she showed glimpses of brilliance that maintained her global popularity, much to the envy of some of her peers. The incident in question occurred during a game between the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky. The matchup had already been contentious, with Clark facing aggressive defense from Carter and other Chicago players. The tension reached its peak when Carter shoved Clark from behind, screaming expletives in the process. "Okay, this is hating on Caitlin Clark," former NFL quarterback Robert Griffin III tweeted in response to the incident. "Face guarding, extremely aggressive play, and the occasional hard foul can be described as competitiveness. Going out of your way to call her out of her name and body check her to the floor without the ball is hating." To make matters worse for Carter, she doubled down after the game, refusing to address the situation or offer any apology. "I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions," she told reporters. "I don't know what she said." Her blunt refusal only added fuel to accusations of targeting and bullying. Angel Reese, Carter's teammate, also found herself at the center of online backlash for celebrating courtside during the hit on Clark. Fans were quick to criticize her reaction, further intensifying the discourse surrounding Clark's treatment by her competitors. Within NBA circles, there was widespread support for Clark, with many agreeing that the level of intensity aimed at her was unusually high for a rookie. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green's comments were among the most notable, and his perspective as a player who has long defended his teammates added weight to the conversation. Green's sympathy for Clark, who had drawn comparisons to Stephen Curry for her playing style, was shared by many. Fans echoed his call for the Fever to find an enforcer, a player who could protect their rising star and set boundaries with opposing teams. Given that Clark was not only Indiana's best player, but also the face of a revitalized WNBA, many argued that she deserved more protection on the court. Draymond's words carried particular significance, as he had spent years serving as the enforcer for the Warriors, ensuring that no one messed with his star teammates. His advocacy for the Fever to add a similar player was seen as sound advice that Indiana would be wise to follow. Draymond Green has long been a known admirer of Clark's game. In an earlier episode of The Draymond Green Show on his podcast, he had voiced his support for Clark after she was controversially left off the USA Olympic women's basketball team. He argued that leaving her out was a mistake, especially from a branding perspective. "I think Caitlin Clark should have been on the USA team. It's great for the brand. We talk brand any other time. Let's not act like it doesn't matter now." If you think about what the 1992 Barcelona Dream Team did for the brand of basketball, the W are still in those phases of the NBA. The W is there, so it must be about spreading this globally, and she's the biggest global star in women's basketball, Green had said at the time. "I think Aja Wilson is going to be the GOAT. Just from a pure branding and marketing standpoint, Caitlin's the biggest." Green's remarks reflected his belief in the importance of protecting the sport's future stars and in recognizing their global appeal, which he believed Clark clearly embodied. His call for the Indiana Fever to invest in an enforcer was not just about protecting Clark physically, but also about ensuring the team protected its most valuable asset. Ultimately, whether Indiana took Green's advice or not, the message was clear. Caitlin Clark is a player to watch, and she deserves every bit of the protection and respect that comes with being a key figure in the future of the sport. Indiana Fever, GM Lynn Dunn on Caitlin Clark's Rhodey Award. She absolutely earned it. When Caitlin Clark was named the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, Indiana Fever GM Lynn Dunn wasn't the least bit surprised. From the moment Clark was drafted as the #1 pick, Dunn knew greatness was on the horizon for the rising star. Clark's accomplishments at the collegiate level already set her apart as a player of exceptional caliber, and her impact on the Fever was undeniable. Does not surprise me one bit, Dunn shared with Indy Star. I mean, she broke all the records before she ever got to the WNBA. She broke the college points record, broke Pistol Pete Maravich's record, and so we anticipated great things from her. Clark's resume heading into the WNBA was astounding. She became the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer in men's and women's basketball, finishing her college career with 3,251 points. This achievement surpassed Kelsey Plum's previous record from 2017 and Pete Maravich's legendary total from 1970. It was only natural that expectations were high, and Clark lived up to every one of them. Reflecting on her rookie season, Dunn emphasized how crucial Clark had been to the Fever's success. I think the assists, the passing, and then being a key part of taking our team from 13 wins to 20 wins, certainly well-deserving. And we're thrilled. We're thrilled for the Fever franchise, she said. On Thursday afternoon, Clark's ROTY award was officially announced, making her the second consecutive Rookie of the Year for the Fever following Aaliyah Boston's win in 2023. Although Clark didn't secure the award unanimously, falling just one vote shy with 66 of 67 votes, Dunn didn't hesitate to acknowledge the weight of Clark's achievement. As far as I'm concerned, she's the unanimous Rookie of the Year, Dunn said. It's not even close with the accomplishments that she made, how she affected our team, you know. She just had a phenomenal season. And so kudos to her, flowers to her. She deserved this recognition because she absolutely earned it on the court. Clark's entrance into the WNBA came with immense pressure, given her reputation as a generational talent and potential franchise changer. However, she exceeded expectations, guiding the Fever to a 2020 season, their first playoff appearance in 6 years. In addition to her ROTY award, Clark also finished fourth in MVP voting, behind A'ja Wilson, Napheesa Collier, and Breanna Stewart. The fact that she was the only guard to place in the top 5 of the MVP ballot speaks volumes about the rarity of her skill set. Clark led the league in assists, surpassing the previous single-season record set by Alyssa Thomas in 2023, and finished fifth in total points with a rookie record 769. Her ability to not only score but also facilitate for her teammates was historic. Clark became the first player in WNBA history to lead the league in assists and finish in the top 10 in scoring during the same season. Her versatility didn't end there. She also became the first rookie to record a triple-double in the league's history, and remarkably, she did it twice. It's unbelievably rare, said Dunn, who has been involved with the WNBA since its inception. It's an indication of versatility on the court when you could be a leader in scoring and lead in assists, which means you're sharing the basketball with your teammates and making everybody better. With Clark's MVP-level talent, Boston's rising stardom, and the leadership of veteran guard Kelsey Mitchell, Dunn is excited about the Fever's future. The 2024 season laid a strong foundation, but the franchise's ambitions are much greater. When you've got a big three, a great point, a great wing, and a great post, back-to-back Rookies of the Year, back-to-back #1 picks, then you could see the foundation of what we're laying for the future, Dunn explained. We were the 6th seed in the playoffs, and next year, we want to be in the Final Four. With a roster featuring 2 back-to-back Rookies of the Year and a commitment to building a championship-caliber team, the Indiana Fever's prospects look brighter than ever. For Dunn, Clark's ROTY award is just the beginning of what could be a historic run for the franchise. What do you think about this? Did Clark really deserve it? Let us know in the comments section below.